At 67, Margaret couldn't lift her grandchildren anymore. Her legs shook climbing stairs. Her arms couldn't carry groceries from the car. Her doctor said it was normal aging and handed her a pamphlet about accepting muscle loss. But Margaret refused to accept that future. 6 months later, she's carrying her 4-year-old grandson piggyback around the yard, lifting 20-pound bags of mulch for her garden, and feeling stronger than she had in a decade. No gym membership. No protein powders. No expensive equipment. What changed everything? 5 specific vegetables that science proves can rebuild muscle tissue from the inside out, even after age 50, 60, 70, and beyond. If you've been told that muscle loss is inevitable, that sarcopenia is just part of getting older, or that you need expensive supplements and gym memberships to stay strong, everything you've been told is wrong. And I'm about to prove it to you with peer-reviewed research and real-world results. I'm Dr. Vail. I've spent years studying the intersection of nutrition and muscle preservation, and I've seen countless people reclaim their strength through strategic nutrition. Today, we're going to shatter the myths about aging and muscle loss, and give you a science-backed blueprint to rebuild the strength you thought was gone forever. Let's start with some hard truths that the medical establishment doesn't want to address directly. After age 30, you lose 3 to 8% of your muscle mass per decade. After 50, that accelerates to 1 to 2% per year. By age 80, most adults have lost 30 to 50% of their muscle mass. This isn't just about looking weak or feeling frail. Muscle loss, called sarcopenia, is directly linked to increased fall risk. 90% of hip fractures in seniors result from falls. Reduced metabolic rate. Less muscle means slower metabolism and weight gain. Decreased insulin sensitivity, leading to type 2 diabetes. Compromised immune function. Muscle tissue produces immune-supporting compounds. Earlier mortality. Studies show muscle mass is a better predictor of longevity than body weight. But here's what the research reveals that most doctors never mention: sarcopenia isn't inevitable. It's largely preventable and often reversible through targeted nutrition. The myth that pervades our culture is that you need animal protein, expensive supplements, and intense weight training to build muscle. This myth has left millions of older adults feeling hopeless, convinced they're doomed to progressive weakness. The truth is revolutionary. Certain plant compounds can stimulate muscle protein synthesis as effectively as animal proteins. Some vegetables contain amino acid profiles that rival meat. Others provide anti-inflammatory compounds that remove the metabolic blocks preventing muscle growth. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who consumed the highest amounts of specific plant compounds maintained muscle mass equivalent to people 20 years younger. The key wasn't protein quantity, it was protein quality combined with targeted phytonutrients that most people have never heard of. Before we dive into the specific vegetables, you need to understand the 3 biological pathways that determine whether your body builds or breaks down muscle. Pathway number 1, mTOR activation. The mechanistic target of rapamycin, mTOR, is your body's master switch for muscle protein synthesis. When activated, it signals your cells to build new muscle tissue. While resistance exercise is one trigger, specific amino acids and plant compounds can activate mTOR independently of exercise. Pathway number 2, inflammatory control. Chronic inflammation is the silent killer of muscle tissue. It disrupts protein synthesis, increases protein breakdown, and blocks the signals that tell your body to build muscle. Certain vegetables contain powerful anti-inflammatory compounds that can reverse this process. Pathway number 3, nitric oxide production. Your muscles need adequate blood flow to receive nutrients and remove waste products. Nitric oxide dilates blood vessels, improving circulation to muscle tissue. Some vegetables are nitric oxide powerhouses, essentially giving your muscles a direct nutrient highway. The vegetables we're about to discuss aren't just nutritious, they're strategically chosen because they optimize all three pathways simultaneously. This is why they can produce muscle-building effects that rival traditional protein sources. A landmark study from Tufts University followed adults over 65 for 2 years. Those who consumed high amounts of the specific vegetables we'll discuss maintained 95% of their baseline muscle mass, while the control group lost an average of 8%. Even more remarkably, 23% of participants in the vegetable group actually gained measurable muscle mass. Vegetable number 1, spinach, the nitric oxide powerhouse. If I could prescribe only one vegetable for muscle preservation, it would be spinach. But not for the reasons you might think. Yes, spinach contains protein, about 3 grams per cup of cooked spinach. But its real muscle-building power comes from its extraordinarily high nitrate content. Spinach contains up to 2,500 milligrams of nitrates per 100 grams, making it one of the most potent natural sources on Earth. Here's the science: when you consume nitrates, your body converts them to nitric oxide through a process involving beneficial bacteria in your mouth and gut. This nitric oxide then dilates blood vessels by up to 25%, increasing blood flow to muscles. Improves mitochondrial efficiency in muscle cells. Enhances muscle contraction strength. Reduces the oxygen cost of movement. A study published in Cell Metabolism found that just 300 grams of spinach daily, about 3 cups cooked, increased muscle efficiency by 11% and improved muscle power output by 5% within just 3 days. But here's the critical detail most people miss: how you consume spinach determines its effectiveness. Raw spinach provides nitrates, but your body can only convert about 25% of them to active nitric oxide. Lightly cooked spinach breaks down cell walls, making nitrates more bioavailable. Steaming for 2 to 3 minutes increases nitrate absorption by 60%. The game changer: adding vitamin C-rich foods amplifies nitrate conversion. The combination of cooked spinach with lemon juice, bell peppers, or strawberries can double the nitric oxide production. Optimal preparation: steam 2 cups of fresh spinach for 2 minutes until just wilted. Drizzle with lemon juice and a small amount of olive oil. The vitamin C from lemon maximizes nitrate conversion, while the healthy fat improves absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. Timing matters: consume spinach 2 to 3 hours before any physical activity. This gives your body time to convert nitrates to nitric oxide, priming your muscles for optimal blood flow and nutrient delivery. The research is clear: older adults who consume high-nitrate vegetables like spinach maintain significantly more muscle mass and strength compared to those who don't. Think of spinach as a natural performance enhancer that's been hiding in your produce section. Vegetable number 2, beets, the circulation enhancer. While spinach provides nitrates for immediate nitric oxide production, beets offer something equally valuable: sustained nitric oxide release plus unique compounds that directly support muscle function. Beets contain approximately 1,500 milligrams of nitrates per 100 grams, but their muscle-building power extends far beyond nitric oxide production. They're rich in betalains, powerful pigments that provide the deep red color and deliver remarkable anti-inflammatory effects. The inflammation connection. Chronic inflammation is one of the primary drivers of age-related muscle loss. It disrupts the delicate balance between muscle protein synthesis and breakdown. Betalains in beets can reduce inflammatory markers by up to 32% within 2 hours of consumption. A groundbreaking study from the University of Exeter found that beet juice consumption improved muscle power output in older adults by 13% and reduced muscle fatigue by 25%. Participants could perform physical tasks longer with less perceived effort. But here's what makes beets unique: they contain high levels of folate and betaine, compounds that support methylation, a process crucial for muscle protein synthesis. Poor methylation is common in older adults and can significantly impair the body's ability to build and maintain muscle tissue. The preparation breakthrough. Most people think beet juice is the optimal way to consume beets, but research suggests otherwise. Whole cooked beets provide superior benefits because the fiber slows sugar absorption, preventing blood sugar spikes. Cooking increases the bioavailability of betalains by 300%. The natural matrix of nutrients works synergistically. Optimal preparation method: wrap whole beets in foil with a drizzle of olive oil and roast at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 45 to 60 minutes until tender. The slow roasting process concentrates the nutrients and makes them more bioavailable. Strategic consumption: eat 1 to 2 medium roasted beets daily, preferably in the early afternoon. This timing ensures nitric oxide levels peak during your most active hours while providing sustained anti-inflammatory benefits throughout the day. Pro tip: don't discard the beet greens. They contain even higher nitrate levels than the roots and can be sautéed like spinach for double the muscle-building benefits. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults consuming beets regularly had 15% better muscle endurance and 8% greater muscle mass compared to controls. The study followed participants for 12 months, demonstrating that these benefits are sustained with consistent consumption. Vegetable number 3, broccoli, the myostatin inhibitor. Now we enter truly revolutionary territory. Broccoli contains compounds that can actually block the genetic signals that tell your body to break down muscle tissue. Myostatin is a protein that acts as a natural brake on muscle growth. It's evolution's way of preventing us from building too much muscle, but as we age, myostatin levels increase dramatically, accelerating muscle loss. Pharmaceutical companies are spending billions trying to develop myostatin inhibitors. Meanwhile, broccoli has been doing it naturally all along. The sulforaphane connection. Broccoli contains high levels of glucoraphanin, which converts to sulforaphane when the plant cells are damaged, by chewing or chopping. Sulforaphane directly inhibits myostatin expression and activates satellite cells, the stem cells responsible for muscle repair and growth. A study published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry found that sulforaphane supplementation increased muscle mass by 6% and strength by 12% in older adults over 16 weeks. But here's the remarkable part: these benefits continued for 8 weeks after supplementation stopped, suggesting that sulforaphane creates lasting changes in muscle metabolism. Beyond myostatin, broccoli provides several other muscle-supporting compounds. Vitamin K1, essential for muscle protein synthesis. Chromium, improves insulin sensitivity in muscle tissue. Alpha-lipoic acid, enhances glucose uptake by muscles. Indole 3-carbinol, supports hormone balance crucial for muscle maintenance. The preparation science: most people cook broccoli incorrectly, destroying up to 90% of its muscle-building compounds. Here's how to maximize sulforaphane production. Chop first, wait second, cut broccoli into small pieces and let it sit for 10 minutes before cooking. This allows enzymes to convert glucoraphanin to active sulforaphane. Steam, don't boil. Boiling leaches water-soluble compounds. Steaming preserves 80% of sulforaphane compared to 30% from boiling. Add mustard seeds. Sprinkling a pinch of ground mustard seeds provides additional enzymes that boost sulforaphane production by 300%. The optimal protocol: consume 1.5 cups of properly prepared broccoli daily, divided into 2 servings. This provides approximately 40 mg of sulforaphane, the amount shown to be effective in clinical studies. Advanced technique: combine broccoli with myrosinase-rich foods like radishes, arugula, or horseradish. These provide additional enzymes that maximize sulforaphane conversion even after cooking. Research from Johns Hopkins University demonstrated that older adults consuming high sulforaphane foods maintained muscle mass equivalent to people 15 years younger. The study tracked participants for 18 months and found that benefits increased over time, suggesting that sulforaphane creates cumulative improvements in muscle metabolism. Important timing: consume broccoli with some dietary fat to enhance absorption of fat-soluble compounds. A drizzle of olive oil or a small handful of nuts optimizes nutrient uptake. Vegetable number 4, sweet potatoes, the glycogen loader. Most people think carbohydrates are the enemy of healthy aging, but sweet potatoes contain specific carbohydrate compounds that are absolutely essential for muscle maintenance and growth. Here's a critical fact that most health advice gets wrong: muscles need carbohydrates to function optimally. Without adequate muscle glycogen, stored carbohydrates, your body cannot efficiently synthesize new muscle proteins. Sweet potatoes provide the ideal type and amount of carbohydrates for muscle preservation. The glycogen-muscle connection: muscle protein synthesis requires energy. When muscle glycogen is depleted, the body cannot efficiently build new muscle tissue, regardless of protein intake. Sweet potatoes provide complex carbohydrates that restore muscle glycogen without causing blood sugar spikes. Beyond basic carbohydrates, sweet potatoes contain several unique muscle-supporting compounds. Beta-carotene converts to vitamin A, essential for muscle cell division. Anthocyanins, in purple varieties, reduce exercise-induced muscle damage. Potassium, 540 mg per medium potato, crucial for muscle contraction. Magnesium, supports over 300 enzymatic reactions in muscle tissue. A study from the International Journal of Sport Nutrition found that older adults consuming sweet potato-based carbohydrates maintain 23% better muscle function compared to those avoiding carbohydrates entirely. The preparation method that changes everything: how you cook sweet potatoes dramatically affects their impact on muscle building and blood sugar. Wrong way: baking at high temperatures, 450° F+, converts starches to simple sugars, causing blood sugar spikes that can impair muscle protein synthesis. Right way: steam whole sweet potatoes for 25 to 30 minutes or bake at 350° Fahrenheit for 45 minutes. This preserves resistant starch, which feeds beneficial gut bacteria that produce short-chain fatty acids essential for muscle health. The cooling secret: after cooking, let sweet potatoes cool for at least 2 hours before eating. This process increases resistant starch content by 400%, providing sustained energy release and optimal muscle fuel. Optimal timing and portion: consume one medium sweet potato, about 150 grams, within 2 hours after any physical activity, even just a 20-minute walk. This timing optimizes muscle glycogen replenishment and protein synthesis. Advanced preparation: combine cooked, cooled sweet potato with a small amount of protein, like hemp seeds or a handful of nuts, and anti-inflammatory spices, cinnamon, turmeric. This combination optimizes muscle protein synthesis while controlling blood sugar response. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults who consumed complex carbohydrates like those in sweet potatoes had 40% better muscle protein synthesis rates compared to those following low-carb diets. The gut-muscle axis: sweet potatoes feed beneficial gut bacteria that produce butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid that directly supports muscle protein synthesis and reduces inflammatory markers that contribute to muscle loss. Vegetable number 5, bell peppers, the collagen builder. Our final muscle-building vegetable might surprise you, but bell peppers contain one of the highest concentrations of vitamin C of any commonly available food, and vitamin C is absolutely crucial for muscle structure and function. Most people think of vitamin C as an immune booster, but its role in muscle health is profound and underappreciated. Vitamin C is required for collagen synthesis, and collagen makes up 1 to 10% of muscle tissue. Without adequate vitamin C, your muscles literally cannot maintain their structural integrity. The collagen-muscle connection: collagen provides the scaffolding that holds muscle fibers together. As we age, collagen synthesis decreases by 1% per year after age 25. This contributes significantly to the loss of muscle strength and function. Adequate vitamin C can reverse this decline. Bell pepper vitamin C content: one large red bell pepper contains 190 mg of vitamin C, more than 200% of the daily recommended value. But quantity isn't the only advantage. Bell peppers provide vitamin C in its most bioavailable form, with cofactors that enhance absorption and utilization. Additional muscle-supporting compounds in bell peppers: quercetin, anti-inflammatory flavonoid that improves muscle blood flow; capsanthin, carotenoid that reduces muscle fatigue and improves endurance; folate, essential for DNA synthesis in muscle cells; vitamin B6, required for amino acid metabolism. A study published in the American Journal of Epidemiology found that older adults with the highest vitamin C intake had 33% less muscle loss over a 5-year period compared to those with low intake. The color significance: different colored bell peppers provide unique benefits. Red peppers, highest vitamin C and lycopene for muscle recovery. Yellow peppers, high lutein content for reducing exercise-induced oxidative stress. Orange peppers, beta-carotene for muscle cell regeneration. Green peppers, chlorophyll and moderate vitamin C for baseline muscle support. Optimal preparation for maximum vitamin C retention. Raw consumption provides 100% of available vitamin C. Light sautéing, 2 to 3 minutes, retains 85% while improving absorption of fat-soluble compounds. Avoid boiling, destroys up to 75% of vitamin C content. The synergistic protocol: combine bell peppers with iron-rich foods like spinach. Vitamin C enhances iron absorption by up to 300%, and iron is essential for oxygen transport to muscles during protein synthesis. Strategic consumption: eat 1 to 2 cups of mixed bell peppers daily, preferably raw or lightly cooked. The combination of colors ensures you receive the full spectrum of muscle-supporting compounds. Advanced technique: make a raw bell pepper and spinach salad with lemon vinaigrette. This combination provides vitamin C, iron, nitrates, and healthy fats in one muscle-building powerhouse meal. Research from Tufts University showed that older adults consuming high amounts of vitamin C from whole food sources like bell peppers maintained muscle mass and strength equivalent to people 20 years younger. The synergy effect. Combining all five. Now comes the game-changing information that ties everything together. While each of these vegetables is powerful individually, consuming them strategically together creates synergistic effects that can literally reverse age-related muscle loss. The research on vegetable synergy, a 2021 study published in Nutrients, followed 500 adults over age 65 for 2 years. Participants were divided into 3 groups. Group 1, standard diet. Group 2, high-protein diet with supplements. Group 3, standard protein with the 5 vegetables we've discussed. The results were revolutionary. Group 1 lost 6% muscle mass. Group 2 maintained muscle mass. Group 3 gained 4% muscle mass and increased strength by 18%. The optimal daily protocol. Morning, 2 cups steamed spinach with lemon juice. Lunch, large mixed salad with 1 cup raw bell peppers. Afternoon, 1 to 2 roasted beets. Dinner, 1.5 cups steamed broccoli with mustard seeds. Post-activity, 1 medium sweet potato, cooked and cooled. The preparation schedule: batch prepare these vegetables twice weekly. Sunday, roast a week's worth of beets and sweet potatoes. Wednesday, steam spinach and broccoli, store in refrigerator. Daily, add fresh bell peppers to meals. Timing optimization: space these vegetables throughout the day to maintain consistent nutrient levels and muscle protein synthesis signals. The metabolic pathway synergy. Spinach and beets optimize nitric oxide production. Broccoli inhibits muscle breakdown signals. Sweet potatoes fuel muscle protein synthesis. Bell peppers provide structural building blocks. Together, they create a 24-hour muscle-building environment. The movement connection. These vegetables are incredibly powerful, but they reach their full potential when combined with appropriate movement. You don't need a gym membership or expensive equipment, just strategic, gentle movements that signal your body to utilize the muscle-building nutrients you're consuming. The minimum effective dose. Research shows that just 15 to 20 minutes of bodyweight exercises, 3 times per week, combined with optimal vegetable consumption, can reverse sarcopenia in older adults. The daily movement protocol. Morning, 5 minutes gentle stretching and arm circles after consuming spinach. Afternoon, 10 minutes bodyweight squats, wall push-ups, and standing calf raises. Evening, 5 minutes light stretching or yoga poses. The science behind gentle movement: you don't need to stress your joints or risk injury. Light resistance movements combined with optimal nutrition can stimulate muscle protein synthesis as effectively as intense exercise in younger individuals. Timing movement with nutrition. Consume sweet potato within 2 hours after movement. Have spinach or beets 2 to 3 hours before movement. Include bell peppers and broccoli on movement days for recovery. The neuromuscular connection: regular movement, even gentle movement, maintains the neural pathways between your brain and muscles. This connection is crucial for utilizing the muscle-building compounds from vegetables. Progressive overload principle: start with what you can do comfortably, then gradually increase repetitions or duration by 10% weekly. Your muscles will adapt and grow stronger with consistent, gentle progression. Let me share 3 real examples of people who transformed their muscle health using this vegetable-based approach. Robert, age 72, lost 15 pounds of fat while gaining 8 pounds of muscle over 8 months. His secret? Following the 5-vegetable protocol exactly as outlined, combined with 20 minutes of daily walking. His doctor was amazed at his improved blood work and muscle mass measurements. Patricia, age 68, regained the ability to climb stairs without holding the railing and can now lift her 25-pound dog. She started with just adding spinach and bell peppers to her daily routine, then gradually incorporated all 5 vegetables over 3 months. Frank, age 74, reversed prediabetes and gained enough strength to return to his woodworking hobby after years of being too weak to hold tools safely. His approach, batch preparation of all 5 vegetables every Sunday, consistent daily consumption, and gentle bodyweight exercises while watching the morning news. Common success factors. Consistency over perfection. Gradual implementation rather than dramatic changes. Combining nutrition with appropriate movement. Tracking progress through functional improvements, not just numbers. The timeline of results. Week 1 to 2, improved energy and digestion. Week 3 to 4, better sleep and reduced inflammation. Month 2, noticeable strength improvements. Month 3 to 4, visible muscle development. Month 6 plus, significant functional improvements and confidence. Troubleshooting common challenges. Challenge 1, these vegetables are too expensive. Solution, buy frozen versions when fresh is costly. Frozen vegetables retain 95% of their nutritional value and are available year-round. Focus on seasonal purchasing and batch preparation. Challenge 2, I don't like the taste of some vegetables. Solution, start with the vegetables you enjoy most. Even consuming 2 to 3 of the 5 provides significant benefits. Gradually introduce others by mixing small amounts into familiar dishes. Challenge 3, I have digestive issues with certain vegetables. Solution, start with smaller portions and cook vegetables thoroughly. The fiber content may cause temporary digestive adjustment, but this typically resolves within 2 to 3 weeks of consistent consumption. Challenge 4, I forget to eat them consistently. Solution, meal prep is crucial. Dedicate 2 hours twice weekly to prepare vegetables in advance. Set phone reminders for optimal timing. Challenge 5, I'm not seeing results fast enough. Solution, muscle building is a gradual process, especially after age 60. Focus on functional improvements like easier stair climbing or better balance rather than just scale weight or appearance. Let me give you the exact, research-based protocol that can reverse muscle loss and restore strength. Daily vegetable targets. Spinach, 2 cups cooked, morning. Beets, 1 to 2 medium roasted, afternoon. Broccoli, 1.5 cups steamed, dinner. Sweet potatoes, 1 medium, post-movement. Bell peppers, 1 to 2 cups mixed colors, throughout day. Preparation essentials. Steam, don't boil. Add healthy fats for absorption. Include vitamin C sources with iron-rich vegetables. Batch prepare twice weekly. Movement integration. 15 to 20 minutes bodyweight exercises, 3x weekly. Daily 20-minute walks. Time movement 2 to 3 hours after vegetable consumption. Expected timeline. 2 weeks, energy improvement. 1 month, strength gains. 3 months, visible muscle development. 6 months, significant functional improvement. Monitoring progress. Track functional abilities, stair climbing, lifting objects. Take body measurements monthly. Notice improvements in energy and sleep. Consider DEXA scans every 6 months for precise muscle mass tracking. You now possess scientifically proven information that most people will never learn. The power to reverse muscle loss, regain strength, and reclaim your physical independence is sitting in your grocery store's produce section. But information without action is worthless. Here's your specific action plan. This week, choose 2 of the 5 vegetables to start with. Batch prepare them according to the methods I've outlined. Begin incorporating 10 minutes of daily movement. Track how you feel each day. Next week, add 1 more vegetable to your routine. Increase movement to 15 minutes daily. Notice improvements in energy and strength. Month 1 goal, consume all 5 vegetables daily using optimal preparation methods. Remember, you're not just eating vegetables, you're consuming targeted, scientifically proven muscle-building compounds. Every bite is a signal to your body to build rather than break down muscle tissue. The research is undeniable. The protocol is simple. The only question is, will you commit to reclaiming the strength that's rightfully yours? Age is not a disease. Muscle loss is not inevitable. Weakness is not your destiny. You have the knowledge. Now take action. If this video opened your eyes to the real science of muscle preservation, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Share it with anyone over 50 who deserves to know that their best, strongest years don't have to be behind them. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these 5 vegetables you're starting with this week. Your future strong, independent self is waiting for you to begin. The science is clear. The path is simple. Your strength is recoverable. Start today.